Alright guys, hey, what's up? James here, and we are back in post. Again, we're gonna go ahead and use the X5V8 in this video to basically do all our projects here. The reason why we're doing this is to show you that the X5V8 laptop from AORUS is capable of handling whatever you throw at it, whether it's games or, in my case, professional work. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Right now I'm in my software called I'm in my coloring software called DaVinci Resolve. It's by Blackmagic, and I'm using this because I shot all of my footage in log footage, which is a flat profile, which means that everything is desaturated. The contrast is very low, so we need to go and fix that and color it up. So first thing I'm going to do is just going to go ahead and import my footage here, which should be all this. Just bring that in here. I'm not going to change that. Should make sure all of our clips are at 24 frames per second. So if we go to clip attributes, yep, 23.976. Hit OK. And let's see. So I got all my footage here, as you can see. You can see it's looking very flat and bland. So we're going to go over here and go into the edit tab. We're going to bring all these files in. And we're going to start coloring. So first thing I'm going to do is, let's see. Let's start off with this one. And can I make this bigger? I guess not. I guess not. Alright, well, it's a little bit small, but that's fine. So everything is pre-white balanced. I set it to an to a custom white balance while I was filming, so everything should be fine. So first thing we're going to do here is we're going to look at our curves. Should go here. Go to the waveform. Yeah, I just want to see the whites. There we go. So this right here is telling me what is overexposed, what's underexposed. Basically, the best thing we want to do is have this white space fill up the whole area to get a wider range. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to bring this down. You can see it's very bright. Bring this down just a little. Let's see here. Bring the gain up just a little bit and start to see a little more color in his face. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring in a little bit of contrast on this. Is fine. So there you go. You can see it's the contrast is normal. It's not very like washed out. We can add in some saturation. Usually I'm grading in S-log, so around 75 to 80 is fine. I'll probably put like 77. So as you can see here, it's very nice already. His van now has color in his face. There's actually blue on the box, silvers. There's the green in the plant. So a lot of this stuff is coming together now. So that basically you can see what I'm doing here. I'm basically just coloring my footage. I don't want to bore you too much with this because it does get a little bit tedious. Basically, you just want to make sure that the color is right and it looks good. So yeah. So I'm just going to finish this up and we're going to skip over to the editing portion for Premiere. Alright guys, so we went over from rendering our colored clips. Now we are in our Premiere Pro program. As you can see here, I've pretty much got all my clips on the timeline. With the 6-core processor, it's pretty nice because you can see that the scrubbing here is pretty smooth. Usually on a 4-core, it'll be very iffy. It'll skip a lot and it'll buffer, but it looks like this one is pretty good. I'm able to scrub through it pretty fine, and there's no lag at all. I really like that because if there is any sort of hindrance, any sort of lag or buffer, it really gets in my way and I can't really do my job as efficiently as possible. So I love this laptop already. Okay, so I've dropped all my clips into my timeline. I'm just going to go ahead and start by synchronizing up these audio clips basically, because that's the main thing we need to do. And don't worry, I'm not going to take you through this whole edit because it is going to be a bit crazy, and each edit takes me about an hour or so. don't worry. I'm just gonna do little clips here and there so you can kind of see my process as well as see what the laptop is like. So yeah, so I basically just finished I'm matching up my audio here.
Today we're going to take a first look at the latest Z370 plus Octane bundle.
Nice. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and make a rough cut of everything Van is saying to make sure it flows well. So he does mess up a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and go through that. Alright, so that's pretty much our basic edit here. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and put some B-roll.
Testing the Octane plus hard drive combination can match the speeds of an SSD.
Okay, so it looks like that's it. We're gonna go ahead and render this out right now and see how long it is. Let's see. Intel Octane video. Okay, so that is set. And we're going to go ahead and hit render. And let's see, so for a 1 minute and 7-second video, which are pretty large, I mean not too large, they're 1080p, but they have been color graded, they're in H.264 format codec. It's not too bad. So you can see here the bars going only about 30 seconds, so that's half the time. I was at least expecting like a minute, maybe 2. You can definitely hear the fans picking up speed right now as it is rendering, trying to cool off that CPU. The GPU should help because it is enabled to help rendering performance. So that's good. We're coming up around 10 seconds right here. Very fast, I might say. To be honest, I think I could actually use this and, I don't know, maybe even replace out my desktop because the portability, all that stuff, it's amazing. The X-Rite Pantone color display, and it's done. So let's go ahead and check this out. Go to our videos, Intel Octane video.
Hey guys, my name is Van from AORUS,
and yeah, looks really good. Just gonna review this video once. Yep. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this. You can tell that the X5 V8 is a very powerhouse of a laptop for such a small and thin chassis. I would definitely recommend it. I'm actually thinking about seriously taking this laptop right here and who knows, maybe even replacing my desktop out because just the portability of this is insane, and the 6-core processor is another insane thing. The fact that they managed to get 6 cores in such a small form factor is just mind-blowing. So I love it, and I hope you guys love this video. This isn't for all the gamers out there, but it's for all the professional creative users who maybe do video editing, coloring, photo editing, stuff like that. This laptop does have it all. The X5 V8, guys, it is available for purchase now. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.